indeed, y'all. Yes, indeed. Welcome to UDR Productions. Please like, subscribe, and share. It doesn't cost you nothing to subscribe, so we can keep bringing you guys all this good content from prayer to streets. UDR Productions. Let's go and let's get it.
Once again, you listen to part 2 of your boy MVP and most valuable poet. Listen to Being Politically Correct. The proud I am a black Puerto Rican man and God for the Bronx where life started. Before I introduce my peoples, my brethren, once again I want to give a quick shout out to Murphy's Law. If you guys want some seafood, fine wine, Rasta pasta, Murphy Law's the spot. And once again, East Coast porn. If anybody wants like electronics, technology, jewelry, any items, clothing, East Coast porn's the spot. Off of 76 Millwood Avenue, Bridgeport, Connecticut 06610. And if you guys mention UDR Productions Go Love Team, while you go there, you guys get a 20% discount. So anytime you get a chance to save money, definitely take advantage of the opportunity. Now, once again, I just want to give a shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. God, thank you for this opportunity. And we just want to just have a great time. So before we get to this conversation, because we kind of was prepping about like what everyone to discuss, and we're gonna go from there. But before we get into the conversation, I want to introduce two amazing people that's here right now. Start with the woman first, the gentleman. Introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Juicy Fruit.
Oh, okay.
And I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Okay.
I'm an entrepreneur and a model.
Nice.
Shout out to New York because I have a fashion show coming up in New York.
From the Bronx. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, and I just want to say thank you for having me on this show, guys.
Absolutely. Listen.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Tri-State areas running things. We got NY, we got Jersey, we got Connecticut in the house. But yeah, you gotta give a shout out to the Tri-State.
You already know I'm back in the building to do what I always do. Me and him.
We gonna kick. Listen.
Just turn it up. Let's go. Let's do the combo, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Listen. We're gonna kick. We're gonna have a good time. And like I said, though, we just kind of think about like what conversation to have, and we're gonna we decide what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna start it with this conversation by saying this, and I want to give an introduction. One thing you want to mention, Strawberry, was about disloyalty. Jeerzy and I talked about that some time back, and we could definitely continue to really expand this conversation. One of the things that I've seen that I don't like is disloyalty amongst relationships, whether it be a profession to a clientele, whether it be a parent to a child, whether it be from a marriage, whether it be from friendship. There's a lot of disloyalty there where there's lies, there's been greed, there's been envy over what? And the idea is, and what's lacking is two things. Number one, love. And I said it before, and Pastor and I was talking earlier. Love is what's missing right now, and respect is what's missing right now. Because like I said, if you love someone and you respect someone, you don't have to feel threatened by someone else's success. You don't have to feel insecure by what someone's trying to achieve. It's about building, it's about encouraging each other, it's about investing in each other. And if it's not about building, where I come from, high shade in the Bronx, miss me with everything else. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to bring that toxic energy to my life. No way, no how. So let's start by having that conversation. Strawberry, I know you mentioned that's something you wanted to speak about. So give your perspective on your side of the play in terms of what have you experienced on your side as far as your personal life, your profession. Like, what have you seen about disloyalty that really brings forth your attention now?
It's such a hardy, emotional topic to talk about, but
talk about it.
No, speak on that.
It's like, you try to build with somebody when they're at the bottom, and even if they have like a job that's like part-time, they not get a lot of hours, and the hurtful fact is that you may be getting more work than them or making money than them, and they do disloyal stuff behind your back. And everybody always say they want a real woman that's gonna stick by them when they're at the bottom, but it seemed like they'll just ghost you for a woman that have more like establishments. Like it's never enough, you know. There's always somebody that's gonna look better than you. There's always somebody that's gonna have more money. Like J. Cole, he says, you know, love yours, you know. So
yeah, I mean, I say this, and Jeerzy, you'll definitely jump in after this. I mean, for me, it's like this: you want someone that's equally yoked, meaning like if I'm about building a life and she's about building a life and it's compatibly amazing and appealing, why be threatened by someone else's success? In anything, it's about encouragement. It's about bringing out the best. It's about figuring out different ways to continue to inspire and to network. It's about really bringing in the God-given abilities that He blessed us with to really infuse that hope without feeling threatened, without being insecure, without having some kind of envy, some kind of like rage and resentment. For what, man?
It's not needed.
For what, man?
It's not needed.
It's just senseless.
Exactly.
And my thing is this, though. It's about building. So if you're not trying to build, listen, you're not trying to crumble a powerful empire that you're trying to build from scratch, from the bottom, working your way up. Just speak on that, because I know you and I was talking about that sometime back during previous shows.
I mean, I feel as if like any relationship, for me, one of the biggest things is communication. If you're not communicating with your significant other or anybody, whatever relationship it may be, you're not communicating with your co-workers, you're not communicating with your friends, how do you know what's going on or have a better understanding of what to do or how to move?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to speak on the standpoint from your relationship, I mean, regardless of what your financial status may be, if you agree to love and want to be with somebody, then you guys should build from that point on. Whether you make 6, 7, 8, 9 figures, listen, I'm with you because of you, not because of your financial standing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And with that also being said, like, if you're doing better than me in life, that should be more motivation for me, knowing that I got someone that's going to hold me down until I get real right.
Yeah.
Because we all make mistakes and we all, you know what I mean, do things we shouldn't be doing. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you holding me down, babe. When I get right, we right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whether it's the man or the woman, whoever's holding down the foot, hold it down until the other person get right. And if that's someone you truly believe and want to be with and plan a future, like I said, you creating a foundation, you building something. You should be able to just work together and just feed off of that. Just feed off each other's energy. And that's all it should be about.
Yeah.
Because they're showing you something different. They're showing you a better way. You ain't got to be out doing the bull. Like,
exactly.
come home, handle, and keep it moving.
I mean, I've been there where, like, there have been times, and my wife and I, for example, been married almost 5 years. There have been times where I made more money than her. There are times that she has made more money than me. But we don't feel threatened. You know why? Because God has blessed us with multitudes of talents and abilities to build and to sort out and to figure out and to hold each other down. Not, carry someone's burden as per se, but we're over here galvanizing, loving each other, supporting each other, and say, okay, babe, let's just figure things out. Let's continue to build up, and we're going to achieve to a whole different level. So when you were saying earlier before, you was an entrepreneur. If you bring something to the table, I bring something to the table, Jeerzy brings something to the table, it's not about feeling threatened. It's about saying, man, we bring ideas that we can move mountains.
Let's eat and feed on each other.
It's contagious to feed that kind of energy.
It's like, babe, I'm gonna look out for you. You look out for me.
Yeah, one hand wash the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's simple. Like, it's not hard.
It's not hard. No, it's not.
I'm gonna promote you. You promote me.
Yeah.
That's all us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's no I in team. It's about we.
We getting it. We getting it.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
all that
the kids watch that too, so it's all teaching the kids. The kids don't listen to you, gotta be example.
Yes, sir. No, I'm glad you brought that up part too, because especially when you have kids involvement, when they see parents not getting along and they see a lot of bickering, kids pick that up.
Yeah.
And if they see the parents are not on the same page as far as just organizing and raising and working together, kids gonna pick and choose who to con, who not to con.
Because one against the other. They're gonna pick one against the other.
Because
I know daddy gonna let me get away with this, but mommy not. So when I'm with daddy, I'm gonna do this. But when I'm with mommy, I'm not gonna do this because daddy gonna let me get away with this.
And that's
all it is.
And what that, yeah, absolutely.
And now the parents is conflicting with each other because, like, why'd you let the kid do this? And like, why do you know? Like, first of all, let's stop, slow down, let's come to a mutual agreement. Number one, let's have this conversation when the kids are asleep. Let's not have this while they're awake.
Yeah.
They don't need to hear nothing that's going on.
Yeah.
And if I hear something going on in that room, take your little ass to sleep. It's bedtime.
Right. I'll say this: the one thing that you don't want to have is dissension amongst each other, because kids will feed that. And like right now, this kid's in the background. make sure you listen to both your parents. So, with that being said, there has to be unity. There cannot be division, because once there's division, kids go, like to your point, Jeerzy, they're gonna pick and choose. They're gonna con their way out of situations,
every
and it's gonna be conflicted.
Because a kid wants their way, because they don't know no better. They still learning. They going through life, but they looking at this like, well, I have more fun when daddy this way, and I have more fun with mommy this way. So let me sit there because I want it my way. Guess what? That's how ass will get involved. You won't get no way. You don't pay no bills.
I mean,
the lights is on because of me and your mother, not you. Like,
I try to do that with my parents too, so
we all tried it. I mean, let's be funny. Like, we all did it. I know my father used to turn up, so I'd be like, oh, mine was over there. He ain't coming home till about 1 o'clock. All right.
Nah, the worst thing. Listen, the worst thing you try to do is when you know you're in trouble, you try to run away. They're gonna catch you when they grab you, because they tired of burning calories trying to whip you. Yeah. But I want to talk about something else too. I know, hey, listen, we're gonna have a blast. We're having a blast, folks. We're gonna have a good time. But I want to speak about something else too, because time be going by so fast. I want us to be able to at least have this conversation at least for the last 10 minutes. Is that you mentioned something that holds dear to your heart? It's about the whole aspect of hatred and prejudice amongst light skin, dark skin, straight hair, nappy hair.
Oh yeah.
Let me say this part. Let me listen. Let me start.
Every day I deal with that, so I can relate.
I'm gonna start off with this.
Yeah, you're light skinned.
You know what's crazy? Right quick, since I was born, and me and my cousin, we literally a week apart, right? He's dark skin, I'm light skin. It's been chocolate and vanilla.
Oh wow.
Ebony and Ivory, kid and play.
Wow.
Now, bruh.
Yeah.
I mean, tune in. You gonna see. He know what I'm talking about. He gonna chime in and make a comment, because it's always been like that.
But I didn't know men go through it, because men's like, yeah, come on, you know, we're gonna talk about them shorties. It's so heavy with the women.
Yeah, I say like this. This is how I look at it. I look at it this way: is that to sit there and continuously have this discussion, to me is sad, but it's needed. And I'll tell you why it's sad. Because for me, and I'm just speaking for me in this regard, is when I say this, is that it goes. Of course, you guys can chime in afterwards. Is that there's only one race. That's the human race, because God made us who He needs us to be. Dark skin, light skin, brown skin, camera, nappy hair, straight hair, curly. It don't matter.
I'm yellow.
You know what I'm saying? Dreads. Listen.
Love you.
Listen. God didn't make no mistakes. The mistakes is
good hair.
The mistakes is us people for being ignorant and being taught with such hatred. They have been taught ignorantly, and it's like a lot of resentment of preconceived notions of things that's not factual. At the end of the day, as the Bible says, love your neighbor, you love yourself. We have to love each other. It don't matter who we are, where we come from. You know, we are here with a purpose. It's about building and just bringing things to squares about what it truly means to love each other, to encourage each other. That's what it's all about. So please share some with your thoughts about that, and let's go from there. Why is it flying here?
I don't know.
We're not full of crap. This is not the elections. This is not any debate.
I wore
We're full of crap.
I took a bath after work.
Well,
yes, ma'am.
You know, strawberry.
It's her.
Strawberry.
You want something sweet? You want something sweet? Move on, that's probably any other show.
You know, I'm in the medical field, and I deal with a lot of prejudice. You know, there was times I have went into the bathroom and cried. You know, I deal with it so heavily that's the reason why I wanted to become an entrepreneur and like model, because the fact that I'm the type of person, like, if you want the hours, take the hours. Like, I don't like to step on nobody's toes.
Right.
I don't like to call anybody ugly, you know, because at the end of the day, I know that, you know, women have kids and stuff, you know, so, like, I'm more like the humble part, a person that just, like, walk away. So it's like, and then, like, with the women, it's like, you know, they're calling themselves a god. I mean, I thought we're all gods, you know.
I believe
melanin. We're all three of us in here is melanin, so.
Listen, we're kings and queens.
We're kings and queens in our own right.
Now look at it this way. It's sad that for you mentioned about how, like, you know, you experience pressures among different ways from different people, and for you to go in the bathroom and weep about it, it hurts, because you know what? there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing. One thing for
that shows the ugly in those other individuals, because for them to have to sit there and speak ill of somebody to build their confidence, man, go ahead. Like, nah, we're not doing that. And you shouldn't have to give up no hours and sacrifice nothing, because everything you did up until this point in your life, you worked hard for.
Right, you earned it.
You earned everything that you're getting.
Yeah.
So by you giving away your blessings, don't do that, because God has put that in place for you. That is your journey. That's your life.
Right.
So live it. Don't let nobody take that away from you.
Right.
I understand you know what I mean, sharing is caring, but guess what?
But the reason why
sharing ain't caring.
The reason why like I would give it up is because it's like more of them against me. So it's like
nah. There's no one against you. It's only listen. No one's against you.
I'll tell you like this.
The reason why they ganging up on you is based on the fact they envious of you. That's the negative energy and the hate that people sit there and put out, because you got something that they want. You reached a certain point in life that they want to obtain, and they can't get it. So they feel as if by trying to pick on you and nitpick at you and trying to bring your morale down and kill your spirit, it's going to help them get somewhere. But guess what? Somebody above got something coming for them, because karma is a...
But I'll tell you like this. I'll say this also, is that if anyone has to put you down to boast themselves, they're insecure. Not you. They're insecure. That's number one. And number two, absolutely. And number two, yeah, for sure. And number two, if they say that, if they trying to tell you that you can't do it, it's not the fact that you can't do it. You could absolutely do it. You know why they say that? See, because what they can't do, you could do it, and they feel threatened. That's it.
That's the negative vibes.
Exactly.
I mean, they just trying to stop you from keep shining.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, that's all it is. They
and
see you in the path that they want.
Excuse me.
With the jobs now, they have like this referral thing. If you bring on like 3 or 4 people, you get like money. So a lot of places they bringing on all their friends, so everybody know each other.
That's cool. You know everybody you need. I know me. I know me. So what up?
But it caused like a work conflict when you got like 3 girls that's friends and you ain't friends with none of them. So
it makes it
it's like high school. They bring it back to high school.
That shows you the mentality of those individuals as well. Don't never let no one stop you from eating. Guess what? You want to sit there and act like that? That's cool. But guess what? I'm gonna get my money while you sit at home and try and figure out how to sign up for another program, because I'm not giving up mine. I'm not. And guess what? Why you coming at me? I'm helping you. I'm helping fund you and your family. So don't do it. And ultimately, regardless of throwing shade at this one and that one, we all here for the same purpose. We're all here to perform the duties of the job that need to be required. That's it. If you don't be mad at me because I perform better than you. Now, don't take away my hours and my time, my money.
I mean, I always see karma, because the boss that they be trying to be cool with end up firing them.
Yeah, because they kissing ass. I'm sorry. Just for me, right quick, not to really, I want to chime in just on the fact that, every job I ever had moving forward in my life have always been better than what it was. I work in the healthcare field, as far as I'm a cook in the hospital. But also, now my full-time job, I just got hired about 3 weeks ago. I'm now kitchen manager of a restaurant.
Congratulations.
So, it's always, upgrade, level up, and be better. Now, all those people that looked at me when I left one job was just like, you throw shade at me. But guess what? I got my own kitchen. I'm handling my own. Now I report to me. I'm telling me what to do.
I'll say this. Well, I'll say this because, man, the time goes by so fast. Almost time. We just scratched the surface. But I'll say this, and I'll conclude by saying this, is that, we're having a good time as far as speaking, but if you really listen to what we say, it comes down to something very simple. Love each other. Like I said, man, there's no need to have hatred. Get that hate out your heart. That's number one.
It's like communicate with you. Communicate and help each other grow and build.
Right.
Instead of them sitting there throwing shade at you, they should be telling you how did you go about obtaining where your status quo in life is.
Exactly.
But instead they got the mindset of that negative mindset of being hurt and angry and all these different emotional things that's not gonna help them prosper. You gotta turn a negative into a positive. You gotta stop always looking at point the finger at somebody else. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I can be better today. And start with that and keep on pushing forward. forward, regardless of whatever obstacles you have to obtain in life, like go through at least for the most part.
And on that note, folks, I'll say this. You're going to have your naysayers out there no matter what. But you know what? Them naysayers going to push you. You know why? Believe it or not, I'll tell you why. Because what they can't do, you could do. And all you're going to do is just show forth. And then once you show forth, they're going to be like, man, how did you? Well, as you spend time and build and not have these preconceived notions and this prejudicial point of view about me without even knowing me, you actually learn something. That's how you learn to feed off each other. But with that being said, folks, almost that time. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, listen, we're speaking from the heart. We're speaking from the heart. But listen, once again, guys, I want to say this. Once again, subscribe to UDR Productions Go Love Team. Watch your boy MVP Most Valuable Politically Correct Show. Shout out to Strawberry. Shout out to Jeerzy.
We in here talk dirty, tri-state. Let's
how
go.
we're gonna do. Listen, NY, Jersey, Connecticut, we're in the house.
Here,
but with that being said, real quick, with that being said, folks, I want to say happy Thanksgiving. I don't care about this pandemic because COVID can kick rocks. Be careful, Club. Be safe. So don't don't disregard.
I'm house hopping. House hopping. I didn't play everywhere. I ain't cooking. I cook for a living. I ain't cooking nothing.
Listen. With that being said, folks, God bless you guys. We love you guys. And once again, we go happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. We're gonna go again to next time. Out. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Growth and prosperity. You already know.
You had a good time? That's what's up. That's what we're all about.
That's what we do. Come out here, man.
That's how we do this.
That's what we do. We come out and just talk about whatever it is you want to talk about and just vibe off each other. That's all.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Yes, indeed. Welcome to UDR Productions. Please like, subscribe, and share. It doesn't cost you nothing to subscribe. So we can keep bringing you guys all this good content from prayer to streets. UDR Productions. Let's go and let's get it.